Alright guys, out here, gonna do a short little video here. We got a part in the mail today from JackSpaniaRacing. Picked up a clutch pedal stop. I've got a twin disc in the budget car, and a lot of the twin disc stuff, you always got to put a pedal stop in it because you just have to. If you're not careful, you'll push the pedal too far, you'll knock the thrust out of the engine, and then you got bigger problems. On this setup, it actually clamps to the pedal. Let me show you. All right, so here's the pedal stop. I've got it kind of cinched down on the pedal here. And here is basically like a factory stop built into the firewall. The bracket, or the JackSpania clutch pedal stop, has a bolt and a nut. It actually comes with a rubber cap to put on the end of the bolt whenever you're done. So whenever you hit the pedal, you don't hear it smack the metal floor there. But as far as adjusting it, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna take that cap off. The proper way to do it is you're gonna wanna start the car up. So we're gonna start it up. Okay. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna put a little bit of pressure, like you're trying to drop it in a first gear. Don't push on the clutch, just a little bit of pressure on the back of the shift fork basically, and you're going to slowly ease down on the pedal. And as you're doing that, which you'll actually hear the twin disc start to engage, but you're going to keep your pressure on the shifter and slowly push down the pedal. And at the point where the shifter starts to drop into gear, you'll see it right there. That's where you would stop and you would adjust your pedal. So let's pull back out of gear. I'm gonna put pressure on it. And like I said, you can hear the twin disc start to engage right there. Boom. And right as it dropped into gear, it hit the floor. So I've got mine adjusted. I sit here and I adjusted it probably 3 or 4 times. And I just worked that bolt out just a little bit, try it again, work the bolt out a little bit, try it again, until I got to that point where I felt like it would drop into gear. And then if I could push the pedal just a hair more before it hit the floor, then I knew that was good, because I'm still gonna have to allow for this little rubber cap. So I'm gonna put the cap on it here, and then we're gonna try it again. Make sure that lock nut's not loose, but I don't want it tight. Because then, you know, if I got it loose, then it'll rattle out of there. So we're gonna start this up again and try it again with the rubber cap on the end of the bolt. All right, we're gonna push on the shifter, and as soon as I hit the floor, or pretty close to the floor, it should drop into gear. Right there, it dropped into gear, and then I'm right at the floor. And that's how you adjust the pedal stop. So now that I've got it adjusted where I want it, I can lock down the lock nut. That's probably gonna be like a 13 or 14 millimeter. One thing I will say, in the process of trying to find out where exactly I wanted this on the pedal, I just kind of snugged this up and made it to where I could slide it up and down on the pedal. I just went and adjusted it until it hit dead center of this spot. So I just move it down a little bit, check it again, move it down a little bit, check it again, until I got it where I wanted it. I didn't want it to hit off to the side, or, you know, up top or down on the carpet or nothing, because I didn't want, which, let me double check, make sure I got it snug. Now that I say that. Yep, that one's tight. And, come on. And that one is tight. So now I can lock down my lock nut here. Hate doing stuff underneath the dash. Definitely need a stubby wrench for this, but that is tight. Slide the rubber back on there. All right, so we got our lock nut tightened up, or what do you want to call it? Jam nut? Jam nut, yeah. Start it up. And we're gonna double check one last time. Push the pedal down. Slowly, slowly. Boom. Perfect. So it may need a little fine tuning, which we can do when we drive it, and we will be driving it soon. We're gonna start working on some tuning, street tuning with it at some point. Get really crappy here. Tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be the last decent day before it really turns to crap. I think it's gonna be like 40 degrees tomorrow. And then this time next week, it's gonna be snowing and like 6 degrees. I think the wind chill actually showed in the negatives. So winter is here. And that stinks because I wanted to dyno tune this thing and I wanted to drive it a little bit on the street to work on some of the drivability stuff, but it is what it is. But so we got the Jack Spania clutch pedal stop on, worked great. And we'll continue to use some of his stuff on this build in the future. So go check out his website, JackSpaniaRacing.com, I think is what it is. And that's gonna do it for this little short video. Thanks, guys.